This is going to probably triple down on that.
Who's gonna lose it? I feel like that is a interesting movie, right? Me and Toby doing that again.
Like, my name's Jeff, and like, you know.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Supes Show. Today we have a banging episode with Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst, two absolute legends, and they have a lot to say on today's episode. However, before we get into today's episode, I want to remind you guys to subscribe and hit that bell notification to get notified for future videos. And I have two announcements. One, now the Supes Show is officially available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you guys prefer to listen to this show through just the audio-only formats, now you can do that, and it will be moving forward like that with every episode. So again, I saw, over the last couple episodes, a lot of you guys have been asking for that because you like to listen to audio only. And if you ask, we're going to freaking deliver. The second thing is that if you guys wanted to start clipping content from this show, that's something I fully encourage. Over the years, you guys have been clipping my content a lot. I mean, if you guys are familiar with He's Just a Kid, bro, that was literally like a 10-second clip from an Invincible reaction that someone clipped, and then it went viral and it became the meme that it was. And just, there's been so many awesome pieces of content that you guys have been able to generate from my content over the years. And I've actually seen people make like an insane amount of money by just clipping content and then just throwing it up and it'll go crazy. And so if that's something you guys want to do with the Supes Show, because we feel like this is a show that generates so many moments that sometimes get lost because, I'm editing clips from the show, but sometimes you guys have your own favorite moments that completely fly over my head. So if that's something you guys want to start doing, it's something that I encourage. I will repost those same clips over on TikTok to help generate and help boost your accounts, as well as doing giveaways. We're going to start to be doing giveaways for different accounts that start going crazy with clips from the show. And so again, if that's something that's if that's something that's of interest to you guys, it's something we're going to encourage over here. But now, without further ado, let's hop over to Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst. Let's dive in. What's up, guys? I'm Supes. I'm here at the Roofman Junket with some of the stars of the film, Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst. It's an honor to be here with you guys.
Thanks.
Channing, I think about a year ago, you came across my content on social media because in July of 2023, I put together this massive fan event for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
And we had fans fly in from around the world for this event because it's like the most passionate fans. They understood the history and the weight of you coming on screen.
Yeah,
and so, now you've already finished filming for Avengers Doomsday, but how difficult is it for you to kind of sit back and think, damn, I have to sit on these moments that I know the audience reactions are going to be insane for when the film comes out next year?
Yeah, you're just not ready on this one. I'm obviously not allowed to talk about it, but I knew what was coming in Deadpool Wolverine, and I knew people weren't ready. I knew that people were their brains were going to ooze out of their ears when they watch Blade walk on the screen. And this is going to probably triple down on that.
Who's gonna lose it?
It's just gonna. Even being on set, I was just like, what? This is crazy. Yeah, it's my childhood dream. Just to get to look around and see all my people that I grew up with. It's an out of body experience.
That's amazing, man. So excited for that. Kirsten, I want to congratulate you on this.
Not only on this film. Downhill after that.
No. Are you kidding me? This film is amazing, by the way. I was so caught off guard because I thought I was going into a comedy, and it was a deeply moving, emotional, fun, just film that made me feel every emotion. With you, not only do you have this film coming out, but this weekend, all of the Spider-Man films are back in theaters, and fans have been really enjoying seeing them back on the big screen. I don't know if you saw, but fans have been going crazy because writer-producer Mattson Tomlin, who's responsible for the Batman films and Game of Thrones, he recently came out and said that a dream film for him would be a Spider-Man 4 where Peter and MJ have a kid and exploring that kind of dynamic because there's a lot of responsibility that comes with being a parent, and then that clashing with being Spider-Man, there's a lot to explore there. But over the years, have there been any life circumstances that you would be really interested to explore with MJ if that opportunity arose?
I never have thought about it, but don't know. It's like with a question like that, I feel like scared to say anything.
Yeah, but you've grown up and now had children and stuff.
Would
and
I
it's
still be a
interesting.
good? I would still, yeah, that would be cool, right? I mean, I don't know if the fans are into it. I feel like that is a interesting movie, right? Me and Toby doing that again.
Well, I think it would
kids.
it would be interesting to see, because now it's like not just he's got to save you. It's like the stakes are even the stakes are even
As long as I'm just
higher
not
and
like
harder.
screaming, you know what I mean?
I gotta say, the audience that I watched this with got a kick out of the moment where you say, there's no way this girl's gonna fall in love with a guy with a Spider-Man shirt on. And it was like, oh, I get it.
There's a bunch of fun stuff in there like that. I mean, she didn't actually know that I was sleeping on Spider-Man like blankets and anything,
In
because
this movie.
and
Yeah,
because
no idea.
that was actually real. Like real Jeffrey actually did. He was obsessed with Spider-Man, had a backpack, did the whole thing, and then so when she saw the movie, it was the first time that she saw that that I was sleeping on like basically wrapped in a cocoon of Spider-Man, and she's like, "Is this weird?"
Yeah, I asked my husband, I was like, this is weird, right? And he was just like, no, this is awesome. Like, okay.
No, Jeff was going through it. I mean,
Yeah.
Channing, I mean, when you read the script, you're finally playing Jeff. Your name is finally Jeff.
Man, I don't know what my karma or dharma with this Jeff name is, but if I do one more movie with like a Jeff, that is somehow like I'm gonna have to legally change my name to Jeff Tatum, I believe, because did you know the name of the actual giraffe for Toys R Us is named Jeffrey?
Yeah.
With
yeah.
a G?
So with a G, so it's Geoffrey, but they call it Jeffrey. Geoffrey. But very, very proper giraffe. I mean, it's really funny because there'd be people on set, even like I think the grips on the first day, they were like, "My name's Jeff," and so it's been a whole thing. But I love it. I think it's hilarious. That moment in Jump Street 2 is still an enigma to me, because in the table read, it was like just a middling joke. It, got a giggle or something. But I think it was really Jonah's hard sell of the real, that his whole like affect and accent and like set it up like perfectly. He did all the work, and I just said the dumb line. It even said just do a bad Borat accent, and that's what I did.
No, those are literally my favorite comedies of all time, alongside Superbad and so many more.
Man.
Yeah,
So,
that's great.
But Kirsten, when it comes to
Yeah.
Lee, I feel like in a lot of ways she mirrors in this film like the good path that Jeff could have gone down. She just like him is a single parent who not only wants to be loved but also just wants to be present for her kids. And so, in what ways do you feel like she represents kind of like just the different side or the different journey that Jeff could have gone on, and what parts of her character really just like touched you?
Well, I think that Lee and her community that she has, and she is a good mother, and she's struggling. I think he sees all that, and yeah, it's a recognition of souls, and I think that they really did fall in love, and this was a real, it's still Lee talks about Jeff with such kindness and compassion, and that it was a real adventure for her and her family, and they look back on it with so much fondness, which is so kind and graceful. Her reaction to all of this, as opposed to being angry with him, she kind of just thinks about it in such a lovely way. And she loved the film, and she's coming tonight too. So I feel like it was maybe cathartic for her too. And yeah, being a mother, all those things, I could really relate to that. Yeah.
That's beautiful, and it's beautiful that she's coming tonight, and she loved the movie and loved that experience, because I feel like it was beautiful to see her mindset, because at the end of the film she does say like this was the most amazing adventure, and some people come into our lives for a season, others for a lifetime, and Jeff came into hers for a very thrilling season, which is what this movie is all about. For you guys, what really touched me about this film is that at its core it's a movie that I think honestly explores masculinity in a really honest way, because
Yeah.
it's about teaching us that our value doesn't come from what we provide. It comes from us being present and us just being there, and there's value in that. So for you guys over your long careers, have you guys ever adopted the mindset or been in the space of you know, my value comes from what I achieve or my status? And if so, how did you overcome that in the way that Jeff learns at the end of this movie?
I was always embarrassed personally about any success or compliments. I would go the opposite way. Like, I never was proud of myself. Now I've gotten to an age where I'm like, oh no, you did do a good job. You can be proud of yourself. Not in a ego way, just like in a you worked hard.
Yeah, I think I never needed to be successful to feel like I deserve love. I think I proved my love in different ways. You know, I would go over and above. I was probably a lot like Jeff. I over loved. I overdid it. Like, and that was my like performing for love in a way. I didn't feel like I needed to buy things or anything like that. Because I was privileged enough. I always had a job. I've never been like super like poor or whatever, and so that was never like a thing that I felt like I couldn't offer, I guess. But I think me not knowing maybe healthy love in my childhood life, like seeing like real good relationship, and like a good model of a good relationship. I think I've been trying to figure out that for like my whole adult life is like, how do you do that? How do you really do it like healthily? I'm still learning that. So yeah.
Well, thank you guys for giving such vulnerable performances in this movie and just your work across your long lives. Thank you.
Oh, man,
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very good at what you do. Yeah, of course,
Yeah, of
brother.
course.
Talk to me, bro.
Talking about right now. That was crazy, bro.
Dude, thank you, bro. I mean, I have so much to say about this whole day and things that happened off camera because, bro, Channing follows me on IG, so he's like known about my stuff, which is why I brought up the Deadpool and Wolverine question.
Hi, Channing.
Shout out Channing. You're freaking awesome, bro.
We love you.
As soon as Channing got into the room, he like pointed me out in a crowd of like 15 people, and he came up and he dapped me up and he said what's up, and then it was like time for like the actual interview, and you guys saw it, like it was all kind of right there. But after the cameras cut, like we took a pic, we had a great moment, but Channing kept on hyping up Doomsday, like even off camera, bro.
I can't even imagine. I would have been fangirling so hard. I would have been like, tell me everything, please.
No, yeah, dude, and it's palpable in his answer. When I ask him about like what's it like to have all of these moments in your brain that fans are gonna go crazy for, but you just can't say anything about it.
Yeah.
Like he said, Doomsday is like 50 times Deadpool and Wolverine, and that was crazy. That was already crazy.
I was there at the Deadpool and Wolverine event. It was like eardrums were shattering how crazy people were going when he was coming out, and like everyone was coming out. So it's like he's saying it's going to be 3 times that. I don't even know how we're going to live through the theater experience for this. Like, it's going to be nuts.
Yeah. And also, Channing, you are invited to the next event when we put it together, bro. Please. If you want to experience that type of atmosphere and that type of love, you got multiple seats open for you and whoever you want to bring.
We need you, bro. Please.
Bro, I also brought In-N-Out to celebrate.
Let's go.
Little party. Also, guys, you guys can obviously see we're in a different setup than we've been recording the previous pod episodes for.
Nice.
And we're going to start to spice up the setting, do different things, and just have fun with it. Me and Connor were talking about different ways to spice things up, and this was one of them. And so, yeah, welcome to the Supes Show, baby. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Also, Kirsten, so sweet. I loved her energy. I haven't seen a lot of like interviews from her because she is like just such an actress where she is just so passionate about her craft and what she does. But I don't know. I've never gotten the vibe that she like likes doing interviews or being in front of the cameras in that way.
Yeah.
And so, her energy was fantastic. She really brought it. She was such a sweetheart, and she was really passionate with her answers. Like, bro, when she was like, "Ooh, Supes is gonna lose it," I love her. I love you, Kirsten.
Like seeing her in this type of atmosphere with that kind of energy, it brought that image of the Spider-Man 4 like script that you talked to her about to life. I could totally see her in that mother position because of this interview. Like, she was perfect.
Yeah, I was really happy I got to, chat with her about Spider-Man 4 because, we all want Spider-Man 4.
Absolutely.
We all want, like, that that premise, right? Where it's like it takes place years down the line, especially coming off of No Way Home, where Peter references that him and MJ worked things out. Now they have Mayday Parker, and the stakes are at an all-time high because Peter is already, crumbling under the responsibility of being Spider-Man, but now it's elevated because he has a freaking kid, and I can't think of a more responsible role than being a parent and being responsible for a little person. And so you combat that with also being Spider-Man. It's the perfect scenario. And, Mattson Tomlin, bro, he put that out there and we were all like, we need this.
I need that. And I just got to say, props to you, man, because the lob of that question, you did that so perfect and so smoothly. And I think all Spider-Man Raimi fans just have to give a big thank you for having you, have her acknowledge it. That was beautiful, and it gives all of us a little bit more hope that Spider-Man 4 could one day be a thing.
Sony, if you're listening, y'all know what to do. We don't need Morbius 2. We don't need Madam Web 2. We don't need Craven 2. We don't need a spin-off of another random Spider-Man character. Audiences have grown to the point where we can handle multiple different characters on a big screen and not get confused. People know Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man story, and they know how different that is from what's going on with Tom Holland's Spider-Man story. Yep. We can handle it. We can take it. And while we're at it, let's also give Andrew TASM 3.
Well...
No. Bro, come on.
Let's give him TASM 3. I'm down. He proved himself in my eyes with No Way Home. He was perfect in that.
He's the best. Andrew is the best Spider-Man. Yeah. Well, you got something to say about that? Say with your chest.
I just like Tom. Tom is my favorite Spider-Man.
So
Andrew sucks.
I mean, bro.
Hey, keep going.
This is good rage bait. You're not gonna get me today. So in regards to more Avengers talk and Spider-Man talk, we recently got a leak online of Tobey in a makeup chair. There's pictures of Namora, of Channing Tatum in a makeup chair as well. Some people have been saying that this is a real leak. It honestly looks real to me, and it is giving me this. It's giving me the same vibes as that shot of Andrew on the crane from No Way Home that leaked in 8K, and people were saying it's fake, it's AI generated when it was actually real. Those are the vibes I'm getting from this image, because when it comes down to it, bro, I don't know of a single human being on planet Earth that would try to fake images of Tobey being on the set of Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
And then also fake pictures of Namora, of all characters.
I know.
Because she's in there.
I know. That was definitely a sneak. The thing that really threw me off was the Doom photo. I don't know if you saw with RDJ. It was a close-up of his face with just a scar going down. And it was in that column of photos. And I was just this is throwing me off, And that one small picture of Tobey Maguire's suit, it looked a little AI generated, But I will agree, those photos of him, with his arm around someone, those all looked very real. The scars looked very real. The thing was that his hair was exactly like how it was when he was spotted in London. And so it's just, I don't know. But the thing with the Andrew one was that was a video. It's a lot harder to AI make a video like that, or at least it was in the No Way Home period. So I was totally on board with that. In this day and age, I feel like I'm going to hold my breath. Doomsday is so hyped to me right now that I don't want to overhype it like I did with Doctor Strange and stuff like that. I know it's going to be crazy. I know it's going to be multiversal. I don't know if I need anything more than that until they show it, you know?
For sure. And they're obviously we already know there's going to be a lot of people in this movie. But, bro, when I hear Channing say that I'm just on set seeing, or working with people that I've grown up loving.
I know.
My brain jumps to Tobey and Hugh.
Of course.
Because, they're the OGs. Tobey and Hugh are the godfathers of Marvel cinema.
And I want Tobey in this movie, 100%. I would love if they could confirm that Tobey Spider-Man is in the X-Men 2000s universe. I think that would be awesome.
Well, bro, when Spider-Man 2 was happening, Hugh was actually supposed to cameo in that movie as Wolverine.
Yeah.
But something ended up happening where it was a scheduling thing, and the cameo was never, it never came to fruition. But that was a thing. They were supposed to be Tobey was supposed to be canon to the Fantastic Four and the X-Men Fox
I was gonna
universe.
say it's crazy that there was also that deleted scene of Mr. Fantastic turning into Hugh Jackman's face. That would have been the craziest connected universe of all time. And the fact that we may be getting that for real in Doomsday just blows my mind. blows my mind.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, man. Shout out to Channing for setting the tone and hyping it up in that interview, and Kirsten for giving her insight on what she would want to see for Spider-Man 4. And when it came to their film Roofman, bro, guys, this film comes out October 10th. Blew me away. Like again, like I said, if you watch all the trailers, they've been marketing it like a comedy, but I honestly think it's more of like a wholesome, heartfelt drama.
It sucker punches you because, like you said, the trailers, they do kind of like lean into the funnier aspects of the movie, and it has plenty of comedy bits. Like that's Channing Tatum's like bread and butter. I think he's always going to be able to throw a little bit of comedy in there, but it sucker punches you with how you're feeling, like because it's a real story. It's real people with real emotions, and it's a wild ride. Wild ride.
Yeah, I think Channing is one of the most underrated actors because a lot of people just know him for his comedy chops, which he's extremely funny. And
No doubt.
like I said in the interview, like the Jump Street movies are literally some of my favorite comedies of all time.
Yeah.
So Channing knows how to bring it with comedy. And with Gambit, bro, like there was not a single person in that theater that didn't burst out laughing whenever he delivered a line as Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine.
He was perfect as Gambit.
But a lot of people don't know how good he is at like drama and how deep he can actually go when he wants to.
Yeah.
He had this movie come out in like 2014. It's called Foxcatcher. It's
Yep.
with Steve Carell, Mark Ruffalo, where
Beautiful
it's like,
movie.
yeah, it's a beautiful, it's an intense drama where it's not funny one bit. In Roofman, he's a little bit of both. I feel like he brings out the best of both of his sides as an actor, where he brings the comedy and there's a lot of funny moments, but he also brings the drama and the depth and the heartbreak, and he gets you to feel for this person who on the surface, if you just read news headlines, this is a guy who's like taking people hostage, committing crimes, committing robberies and vandalizing places, but you're somehow rooting for him in the movie.
Yeah.
And that's something that really just caught my eye. And yeah, I really enjoyed Roofman. I think a lot of you guys, will like this film as well. I think my parents are going to like this film. I told my mom, because my mom was asking me, she hasn't been to the theaters in a while, so if she should go see this one. And I was like, yeah, Mom, I think this one is going to skew older and it's going to resonate.
As soon as we walked out of that first screening that we went to, I texted my whole family group chat, and I was like, guys, I think this is the one that the family's going to come together with and really enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that happened within this crazy, I feel like the last 2 weeks have been crazy.
Absolutely, bro. That's an understatement, honestly.
But last week, I was in Vancouver for this little thing that you guys will know more about towards the end of the year.
It's very cool.
But while I was there, a new episode of Peacemaker dropped, and it was finally the episode of Peacemaker that they've been hyping up all season. We're finally in the back 3 episodes of season 2, and my God, did this episode not disappoint one bit. It blew it open. It felt like, this is where the season kind of takes form and everything is coming to a head.
This is what we've been waiting for, like you said. James Gunn has been hyping up these last 3 episodes on so many different fronts, for cameos, for what it's going to set up in the future, for everything, and it just delivered so well. And I really got to say, props to all of the fans, because I didn't pick up on the subtleties in the first couple episodes. I guess I'm like Chris, for better or worse. I hate saying it, but I didn't notice the lack of diversity until my girlfriend and everyone online pointed it out. And I went back and I was literally going in 2x just trying to find someone, and I was like, oh my God, they're actually cooking. They're actually right. And the fact that it actually came true, the fact that James has the balls to pull something like that off, beautiful. Beautiful.
For sure. And now I feel like there's a lot to theorize about. Also, we got our Lex Luthor cameo.
Bro.
We got our Lex Luthor cameo.
Oh,
that was the cameo I predicted
God.
all season long because, again, while they were filming Peacemaker and Superman, it was just way too easy for the actors from one set to literally walk right across the street and go on to the next set.
It's too easy.
And so Lex Luthor, it always made perfect sense because Peacemaker has been using his technology to travel the multiverse.
Yeah.
So I thought Lex, that was such a great Lex moment. And
showed great range too.
Showed great range, and it plants some more seeds that we're going to see flourish in Man of Tomorrow, which James has been saying is going to happen with the ending of Peacemaker. And so now, as we look ahead to these final 2 episodes, there's a lot to theorize about. I need G.I. Robot.
I need G.I. Robot. I need him to come and go absolutely crazy on Earth
Yeah.
X. When you introduce a character in the first DCU project who is known as the Nazi killer, and now we have a Nazi world where our main group of characters need help, that is the character that needs to pull up over anyone else.
But could they really bring in like the giant Groot-sized GI robot?
Maybe they saved the budget, bro. I don't know. Maybe Superman did well. Maybe they saved some budget for it.
That is true. I am still expecting just a ton more cameos. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know why. I try not to be like a cameo whore, but dude, there's just something in me that wants to see Blue Beetle, that wants to see Superman or Clark Kent, that wants to see some heroes in this other dimension that just haven't been introduced in the main world yet. Like, I just hope it goes crazy. I know I'm setting expectations too high for myself, but like, I know James Gunn can deliver. And he specifically said the final episode of Peacemaker sets up Man of Tomorrow. So like, in my head, I'm just thinking Clark Kent. I'm thinking Superman. I'm thinking Lex Luthor again. Like, I don't know. It's going to have to be big.
Well, so here's my theory.
What if Brainiac comes from a different dimension?
I don't think so. I don't think
All
that.
right, my bad.
I don't think that. Supergirl, Brainiac tease. Here's my theory for the final 2 episodes.
Okay.
So when they see ads, they say this one got out, which means that they're like holding people somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
If they wouldn't say that if their automatic thought is to just like kill her or kill people of color.
Yeah.
So my theory is that all of the people or a lot of people of color on Earth X are being kept somewhere. And it's kind of going to be like the season 1 finale where the heroes have to break in and free people.
Yeah.
And
That's dark, by the way.
But I think that's where we're going to get a lot of cameos.
Yeah.
That's where we could get a Blue Beetle cameo because Blue Beetle is a person of color. Maybe we get Mr. Terrific on Earth X, but he's like being held hostage alongside all of the other people of color.
You just blew my mind, sir.
Yeah,
I didn't even consider that.
Maybe that's how we get Blue Beetle. That's how we get Mr. Terrific. That's how we get... I mean, there's been rumors of Kumail as Booster Gold.
Whoa.
That's a person of color.
Whoa. Would they arrest Superman for being an alien?
Well, maybe they reference that Superman is actually like helping them because you know he's even though Superman is an alien, he's not necessarily a person of color.
Yeah. God damn, that's a great theory. I like that a lot. A prison break would be crazy.
With the other heroes.
Yeah.
I think Vigilante is also going to go crazy in these last 2 episodes. They've been keeping him on the bench this season, bro.
You gave me a crazy theory, or a crazy, theory about Vigilante that, I don't know, do you have the balls to say on here?
Bro. Theory time. In these last 2 episodes of Peacemaker, I do think Vigilante is going to be the big emotional death of the season. And I do think, because we know on Earth X that Vigilante is pretty much still the same person.
Yeah.
He still has his morals.
Yeah.
And that's the point of the character, is that he never really changes.
Yeah.
He's the same in every universe, and he's the lovable goof that we know him to be.
Yeah.
I think that the Earth X version of Vigilante will take his spot in the main universe.
Whew.
And he'll escape with the other characters since he's kind of already on their side.
So would it be like a shuffle thing where you don't really know who lived or who died?
No, I think it'll be pretty clear that the main Vigilante died.
Yeah.
But it'll be one of those things where the variant just takes his place, and then Chris and the other characters just have more love for and appreciation for him. And that Vigilante, the variant Vigilante, he's I guess he's more at ease, and he's living in a universe where, yes, he has his friends now, and he's not alone. And he has people that loves him. So it's him coming together with them coming together with him, and the OG one from the DCU bites the dust, and that's the big emotional gut punch.
Damn, that would be brutal. Do you know the two, the one difference between them two that you can visually see?
The glasses?
Yeah, one's gold and one's silver.
Very intentional.
What if they swapped? He dies and he's like, I'm going to take yours or something like that.
Damn.
That would be heartbreaking.
That would be heartbreaking, but I think the only way that death works is if it's the main DCU Vigilante.
It has to be.
If it's the variant, we're all just going to be like, all right.
It just won't hit the same. It won't hit the same.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So beyond Peacemaker, I also wanted to talk about Batman because that's been a massive topic of conversation lately. I mean, Batman is the biggest DC hero alongside Superman and one of the biggest heroes ever. And so DC's plans for Batman have always been just a huge topic of conversation moving forward in the DCU. Jake Gyllenhaal is Batman. A lot of people have been bringing it up. How we feeling?
I hate it. I don't like it at all. I don't like that at all. I think it was you that said, like, he was originally rumored in, like, the BVS era.
Well, no. So when BVS was happening and they announced the movie and Henry Cavill's Superman was going to fight a Batman.
Yeah.
Him and Ryan Gosling were, like, my top two that I wanted to play Batman. And I thought he would have been perfect at the time. I thought both of them would have been perfect at the time. But then we got Ben Affleck, and that was amazing, too.
Like, I literally hate both those. I think Ben Affleck played it perfectly. And I think Jake Gyllenhaal, I think he does best when he has a little bit of, like, psycho in him. When he can, like, kind of let loose a little. And it's like, Batman is the complete opposite of that. Yes, like, maybe at the final crux of the moment, he lets loose and then realizes he's going too far and stuff like that. But Jake Gyllenhaal, like in Far From Home, as Mysterio, he elevated that character of Mysterio to a brand new level with the way he portrayed him and the way he acted. He was one of the best parts, if not the best part of that movie. And Donnie Darko, like, just all these movies where he gets to be prisoners, where he gets to be a little loose, a little crazy, like, that's where he belongs. That's his acting, like, mwah. And Batman, he would just have to be stoic, monotone, mute. Like, I think it's a waste of Jake Gyllenhaal, honestly.
No way. Because that's the thing about Jake Gyllenhaal is that he is such a talented actor that he can play both Batman and the Joker.
Yeah.
And both performances would be insane.
I agree, but I don't think you want an actor who can play both of those. Like, if anything, I think you'd want
Robert Pattinson can play the Joker.
No.
Yes, he can.
No.
If Robert Pattinson wanted to, he can play the Joker.
He would be an awful Joker. Oh my God. I don't see that at all. I hear his like Mickey 17 voice that he would use, and it's just like, no. I don't see Rob Pat as Joker at all.
Bro, Robert Pattinson can literally do anything. I mean, he was in talks before Austin Butler he was in the mix to play Fade Routha. And he would have been amazing as Fade.
That's true.
And if he can pull off Fade, yeah, I could also see him pulling off Joker.
So let me get it, just so everyone on the pod knows, like, you're saying Austin Butler could play the Joker?
Yeah, I think he's that good of an actor that if he was hired as Joker, I think he could pull it off.
I'm a fan of Jared Leto, and even I think that's a dog shit opinion. That's awful. You think Austin Butler could be Joker?
Yeah, I think he would do good in that role. I'm not saying he's my pick. I'm just saying he could do it if he wanted to. He's one of the best actors working right now.
Of course.
Alongside Pattinson, alongside Gyllenhaal. But I still don't like Gyllenhaal as Batman. I mean,
okay, there we go.
He's 46 years old.
Past it.
We're starting a new universe.
Yep.
I don't want a Batman that's going to be 50 in 4 years.
No.
And have like
not.
two appearances under his belt by then.
Right.
So I want someone who's definitely on the younger side of things, who can play this character for the next 10 years minimum.
Yep.
And appear in anything and not saying that Jake has an ego about it, or I can't see Jake Gyllenhaal showing up in every little thing as Batman.
True.
Whereas like for someone like David Corenswet, he's going to show up in everything. He wants to show up in everything as Superman.
Yes.
And so we want an actor who's just as available, just as passionate, and just as talented as someone like a Robert Pattinson, because obviously with whoever you cast, there are going to be a lot of comparisons directly to Rob, since he is an ongoing Batman.
Yes, completely agree. Completely agree. That's why Jake Gyllenhaal is no-go. I could potentially see Ryan Gosling, even though he's too old now. Back in the BVS era, I could have seen it. It would have been... I think they're both just a little too pretty, but it's like, him in Drive, very stoic, very sad, and I could see him as a Bruce Wayne Batman in that, so I'll give you that one.
Him in Drive, him in Blade Runner.
Yep.
And then we all know he can play that saucy billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne.
That's true.
I wanted it at the time when it was happening. Now we're in a different time. Ryan, we still love you though.
We still love you.
Woo!
Matt almost just lost 20 minutes of our footage, but we're chilling.
Yeah, guys, we literally just took a little break to clean the table. And my camera needed more freaking storage, so I was clearing my memory, and I accidentally deleted the wrong file, maybe. So you might not see this at all, because our thing is my computer is like recovering the memory.
This could be a 20-minute episode, so.
Damn, bruh.
And we talked about some crazy stuff.
As you guys see, because the episode is gonna come out in full, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yay! Where were we?
We were talking about Batman in the DCU.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to talk about with you, bro, is how do you do the Bat family right in live action?
That's tough.
Because there's been a lot of conversation on like who should be the first Robin that starts off. Should they just start off with the entire Bat family already established and then it's Damian? Should we start off with Bruce meeting Dick for the first time? Should Dick already be Nightwing and we're starting off with Jason Todd? How would you do it?
I like starting with Damian, okay? I think it's the New 52 comic run, which I know a lot of people don't like, but that basically established that like each Robin got like 2 to maybe 5 years with Batman before they moved on or passed away or whatever, did their own thing. So it's like, you know, if Batman starts at like 20, meets Dick like 2 years in, by the time he has Damian, he's like mid-30s. That makes sense to me. I think that's perfect timing. Like, you know, just kind of bouncing from one Robin to the next, and that way we can get Nightwing, Red Hood, Tim Drake, all of them, and he doesn't have to be 45, you know?
For sure. In my perfect world, which this would be extremely hard to capture because you would literally have to treat Batman almost like the way Marvel has treated Tom Holland's Spider-Man, where we meet him as like a young kid and we see him grow into an adult later on. I'm not saying DC should treat Batman in that way, but they have to treat Batman in the sense that like we get an early 20s Batman who adopts a Dick Grayson. I would do probably the first trilogy all about Bruce and Dick's relationship. Wow. And by the end of the last movie, Dick finally breaks off and goes off to be Nightwing. And that's the gut punch at the end of the trilogy. Then I would do 2 movies with Jason Todd. One movie where Bruce meets him for the first time. The second movie, he dies at the end. It's like, whoa, they actually killed Robin.
Okay.
Then one movie with Tim Drake.
Yeah.
And then the next movie is also with Tim Drake, but it's Jason coming back.
Okay.
And then the next movie, you can probably have Bruce finding out that he has a son, Damian, bringing him into the fold of the already established Bat family at that point in time. And also, you could also have Barbara Gordon's Batgirl, who would have a storyline amongst all of those movies.
Yeah.
So she would be a recurring character. But that is probably how I would do it, which is freaking damn near impossible because it's like 7 or 8 movies to really get it right.
Yeah.
But that is what I would want to see, honestly.
Can I say something a little controversial?
Hit me.
That's boring. I don't think I like that time.
Bro, no, I want to see the story of all of these characters. Instead of just, like, I get the perspective of just starting out with an already established Bat family.
Yeah.
If it's one or the other, like, let's say, if you had to choose between just getting Dick Grayson and never seeing the rest of the Bat family versus already having the entire Bat family established, I would choose that because I do want to see all of the characters. But I just don't think it's like... You
lost me with how many there are. Like, Dick, maybe I could see with 3 movies and moving on. Jason getting 2 movies, one where he's just Robin. Bro, name me one comic run that is good with Jason as Robin. Like, no one cares about him as Robin. I don't want him... Like, if he got a movie where he's Robin, it would have to end with him dying. Like, start to finish, you meet him when he's getting introduced as Robin, end of the movie, he's dead. Like, Jason Todd does not need that much effort. Like, Tim Drake, if anything, deserves the 2-3 movies. Like, because that's when all the cool villains show up. Like, Dick, when he's with Batman, they had to retcon that and get, like, Two-Face, Joker, all these people involved. His stories are boring. Like, I like them all. I think Damian has the best Robin stories. I'm not going to lie. Maybe Tim Drake, because he was kind of Robin for the longest, but Damian's up there with some of the best Robin stories.
Let me debunk you real quick.
Okay.
When Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy dies in the second movie, the reason that
gut punch death hits so hard
Yeah.
is because you've grown to love her over multiple movies,
Yeah.
and you got an entire first movie of her and Peter's love story.
Yeah.
When it comes to Jason's death, we can't meet Jason in the same movie where he dies because we wouldn't it wouldn't hit as hard as seeing him and Bruce grow so close together, and then he dies at the end of the second movie, and it's a freaking tragedy, not an expectation.
There's so many things that I want to say about that. Like the one,
Yes, maybe Jason doesn't have as many good Robin runs.
Yeah.
That doesn't really necessarily matter in the live action movies because they can
That's
write
fair.
a great
That's
Robin
fair.
story.
That's fair, but why waste it on Jason? Like, the thing is, people liked Gwen Stacy. People liked Peter and Gwen together in the comics, in the movies. Fans decided to kill Jason. No one liked Jason in the comics, which is harsh, for sure. And you're right, you are 100% right. They don't have to touch any of his, like, actual Robin runs to make him Robin. But at that point, it's like, why? His only good Robin story is when his mom sells him out to the Joker and he beats the absolute snot out of him.
Bro.
And also, I think there is a compelling argument to it. It's like, you have this Batman, he thinks he's got it. He already had one Robin that grew up and became his own mantle, so he's cocky with Jason, even though he knows Jason's a little risky. And then so he signs him on in the beginning of the movie. End of the movie, he dies. That's a tragic journey for Batman to go on in one film. Like, ignoring, like, the relationship aspect, like, it just hits Batman different, being like, this is the dude that I brought on. I was cocky. I thought I had this. Now he's dead. That's on me.
Yeah, but I feel like it would hit so much harder if we got more time with Jason and we got a really great first movie where it's him and Bruce bonding, an actual great just solo Jason Robin story, which you have brought up is absent in the comics.
Yep.
So us getting that for one movie would be amazing. And then the second movie, Jason dies. And then the effect of Jason coming back years down the line hits so much harder because you actually understand why this was Batman's greatest failure. Not because it was an accident, but because this was a son he lost.
Could you meet me in the middle and make it, if this is part of the DCU, make it like an animated story or a TV show short or something like that of Jason? Like, not his own theatrical, like, big screen release, but like, it's almost like a prequel to The Brave and the Bold.
I mean, honestly, I think the only way we can pull off the entire Bat Family roadmap I just laid out with that amount of movies would probably be to do it in animation.
Right.
Because I don't know what actor is going to be playing Batman for like 9+ movies. But hey, it's the perfect, it's what I would want to see. It's the kind of the perfect way for us to get the entire origin of each Bat Family member in a coherent way.
I agree, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't care. I want all of them as the adults and just give me Damian. He's got the best Robin stories. That means we get the Teen Titans. That means we get all the other cool characters. Like, just give me Nightwing and Red Hood. Like, that's all I really need.
Bro, but if
you want Dick Grayson in those fucking short shorts, like, prancing around? Like, I don't want that. Like, Tim Drake's the only one that has pants.
Yeah, I do want to see Bruce. That's what I want in the Batman Part 2. That's why I want to see him meet Robin, bro. Because I want to see Bruce meet Dick for the first time and see his humanity start to come back slowly but surely and see, again, Bruce's humanity come back to normal over the course of multiple members of the Bat Family, and now he's just in a completely different space than where he was at the beginning.
And I'm going to say something crazy. I completely agree for the Batman Part 2. I think I would love to see Dick Grayson as a kid lose his parents and start that process for Batman. But for the DCU, I don't want to have to wait that long. I don't want to wait years and years and years for Nightwing and Red Hood. I just want them there. So I'm playing both sides, honestly.
Look, I feel like there's a way you can, go down either path and it be really good.
Yes.
Because
100%.
I also could see a scenario where we just get a fully established Bat Family and then throughout the movie they just start appearing here and there.
Yes.
And then maybe like at the end of the movie, like Bruce, like, I don't know, they're like cornered or just their backs are up against the ropes, and then like Jason pulls up out of nowhere. I know that would probably be hard for the general audience to grasp because they're just like, yo, who the hell is this guy? But us as fans would be like, that's freaking Jason.
Yeah, for real. I think all they need to do is sprinkle throughout the movie, it's like, oh, Jason's in Bloodhaven or Jason's, in Detroit doing something he shouldn't, and then he shows up at the end. Like, just sprinkle seeds.
Start off with like a family dinner.
Yeah.
And all the characters start going to the table.
And the other thing is, if we get them as adults in the DCU, that gives more of a reason for them to show up in other properties. Like, I could see low-key Red Hood showing up in Peacemaker. Like, they're on the same level when it comes to vigilantes and stuff like that. Like, they have the same mindset. Like, we could be getting shit like that. Like, that's what I want. Because they don't all stay in Gotham. Like, let them explore the U.S., the world, like, all that stuff. Let them be in anything.
Well, honestly, I think that's more of what we're going to get. Because we already have the dynamic duo movie announced.
Yep.
Where that is the animated origin story of Dick Grayson, of Jason Todd. But if we're getting that, like, that already kind of confirms to me that we are just going to see the Bat family already established in the DCU. Because we're getting their stories there already.
Has that been confirmed to be a DCU project?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% on that.
I feel like I keep hearing mixed things about it. Like, sometimes it's I feel like when we were at CinemaCon and they announced it, it was they said DCU, but I feel like I see articles being like, it could be an Elseworlds thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't use it.
Yeah,
right?
like, why are we doing stuff really that doesn't revolve around the DCU at this point? Like,
And it's building the foundation of the Bat family. Like, yes, use that freaking movie.
please.
Now, next thing I want to hop into is Predator Badlands, because that comes out this November. We were both massive fans of Killer of Killers.
Oh my God, yeah.
Of Prey. I mean, Killer of Killers, dude. That's still one of my favorite films of the year.
Dude, when they went back and they re-edited the final scene and they just made it like confirmed everyone is here. Because when that first one came out, it was like, oh, if he's here, that means everyone's here. Dude, those animators listened and they were like, oh yeah, you guys are right. Everyone's there.
Bro, they're setting up Predator Endgame. Like, that's going to happen
It
at
is
some
insane.
point.
Like, actually insane. This is how they set up the new Predator and the new Alien. I swear. They need to cross over.
Well, so the next installment in Dan Trachtenberg's saga of Predator films is Badlands, and that comes out in November. And I got the chance to watch the first 20 minutes of the movie. And, bro, I cannot speak highly enough. It's why I literally wanted to include some chatter about it in today's episode.
Yeah.
Because within the first 20 minutes, there's so much action. And this is legitimately an entire film where the Predator is the main character. And within the first 15 minutes, you already feel for this guy.
Yeah.
Though they have their own Predator language as well,
Like,
which is how you like kind of understand how they communicate, which that was really cool because we've never been able to understand the Predators.
Right. And you're saying you feel for a Predator. Like, that's blowing my mind. Like,
It's crazy, but you actually do. And
so nuts.
again, so much action. The visuals are breathtaking. You specifically, bro, because I know you're a massive fan of the Dune movies.
Yes.
There was a lot of visual imagery where I was like, oh, that, like, this could be in Star Wars. This could be in Dune.
Wow.
Now I want a Dan Trachtenberg, when he's done with his Predator movies, I want him to go do a Star Wars film.
Wow. Okay.
Wait till Badlands comes out. I swear to God, this movie, like, the visuals just look so freaking amazing.
Yeah.
The action is so thrilling. There's I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's like the weapons.
Yeah.
There's a part where you see all of the weapons and the artillery that this character is using.
Yeah.
And it is all so unique and cool. And I'm just like, damn, this movie is going to be awesome. I want to put it on your radar if you haven't heard about it, because it's going to be hype.
I cannot wait. And it looks like, like I was saying earlier, it kind of looks like they're starting to tease like a Alien Predator crossover with that android that they show in that movie. I mean, I've only seen her in the clips from the trailers, but like, I swear to God, those were Wayman dyes. Like, you can't trick me.
No, for sure. Yeah, she's a synthetic.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And so that's really exciting as well, because again, just more little Alien Predator connections here and there.
It's all just building, bro.
Next thing we got, Marvel's Wolverine.
Oh my God.
This is a message to the hackers that hacked Insomniac. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
We're dancing on your graves today. Insomniac rises. Wolverine is back. The game is actually happening fall 2026.
Yeah.
What a great way to reveal it in that state of play presentation. That trailer blew so many of us away, and it looks so much better than what we've already seen from the leaks. And now it's just like, yeah, let's turn up. Wolverine's here.
The fact that they're leaning so heavy into the brutality of Wolverine, into the berserker that he is, makes me so happy. Like, he looks so good. The action looked insane. Like, it just feels so cool to have like, I love connected universes. Like, to know that this is, like, in the same Spider-Man universe and something could happen in the future, like, it's just so awesome. Like, we really are living in such a good time when you're a superhero fan. Like, it's crazy.
For sure. I mean, we got a lot of characters in there. We got Mystique. We got Omega Red. We got the Sentinels.
Yeah.
There's obviously going to be massive teases to the X-Men and the mutants of this world.
Yeah.
But when it came to the gameplay, like, again, like you said, I love how brutal it is. I want it to feel like what you felt when you first got the symbiote in Spider-Man 2 and you got, like, the Venom rage.
Yeah.
Wolverine's probably going to have, like, a Berserker bar where it's kind of like it's like the Spartan rage in God of War. It's like that.
Yes.
It's like that type of mechanic
awesome.
where you, like, hit, like, R3 and L3.
Yeah.
And then, boom, Wolverine just starts going Berserker.
Like,
Straight finishers.
Yeah, oh my God. That would be so sick. Now, would you want this game to be open world, or would you be okay with it being like more God of War, like with levels? Or kind of just like a path you follow?
I would say more God of War like. Like, I want to be able to explore multiple maps. I want to be in Canada. I want to be in Japan. I want to be in Madripoor. I want to be in maybe even New York. Like, who knows? I want there to be multiple maps, but I do want there to be, like, an extensive, like, map for each of them.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, because
I love finding collectibles, man. I need to be exploring.
Bro, I love finding collectibles, and that's one thing I want with this Wolverine game is I want Insomniac to push the longevity of the game beyond the main campaign story, because that was something I found myself a little disappointed with Spider-Man 2 because I, like, sped played the story, and then after that I just didn't find, like, there was enough of what there could have been to play and just keep yourself entertained beyond the main campaign. So I hope with Wolverine there's a lot more of, like, post-story content, side missions, crimes, collectibles, challenges, just things that keep you entertained.
I'm really hoping Wolverine has some of the greatest costume arsenal of all time when it comes to superheroes, and you know, Insomniac always cooks with their suits, but they need to be going extra hard with the Wolverine suits, because there are so many prime ones that you just can't miss them. Like, there's so many that I want just right off the top of my head that they need to be going crazy with the suits.
One of the things that... Actually, I think I just lost my train of thought. Damn. That happens on a podcast.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
What was I going to say?
Here, I'll list them off. Listen, we need the Ultimate Wolverine from the new comic suit. We need all of the Hugh Jackman suits, brown and yellow, black and yellow, blue and yellow, like all of them. All right, he's lost it, folks.
I've lost it. I've lost the sauce.
What's the next one?
Oh my God, bro. This is pissing me off. Bro, I literally had it on my tongue, and it would have been like a great conversation.
All right, let's cut.
Wait.
Folks.
Hold it.
Does he have it?
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
No more MJ-like fucking missions in Wolverine, bro. We don't need a human civilian mission. Sorry. See, bro, what? I don't want to play as a human in Wolverine. I just want to play as Wolverine.
Would you be okay with Mystique missions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'd be down for that.
Okay.
But, like, don't make me play as a civilian, as a detective, as, like, a random person.
Yeah.
Because in all of the Insomniac games, we've had like these random missions where you just have to play with, like, either MJ, Miles without powers, or, like, just the Tinker, I think.
Yeah, it was slow.
We don't need that.
No.
We can cut around that. Just, like, remove that mission. Let's skip past it.
Remember
I'm
the
not playing
flashback scenes in Spider-Man 2?
Were you at the high school?
Yeah, where you're like on a bike and stuff.
Dude, no, I don't need that. I don't need that in a Wolverine game, Insomniac. I love y'all. We don't need that. Let's get past that. Let's stay on Logan.
Like,
this is the Wolverine game.
I don't need a mission where you're Logan right before he's getting like his adamantium like bones put in, and you're just walking through like Project X. Like, don't give me that. Just put me right in the middle.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was it. Oh my God, I'm so happy that I found that.
Thank God.
www. Next, I want to talk about like
because this Wolverine conversation really got me thinking about like console wars,
Yeah.
because Wolverine is a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
And growing up, there was always like the Xbox versus PlayStation argument. But like now, I'm like, why would anyone ever get an Xbox?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not as competitive anymore. I feel
Yeah.
like PlayStation has just absolutely dominated with all of their exclusives and just with their consoles, and I don't know. It's not as competitive anymore.
It's tough, like especially now that we have like PlayStation games coming to Xbox and Xbox games coming to PlayStation. Like, you know, it feels like it's kind of dying. I've never really been a big Xbox fan, but the one thing that they do have is their Game Pass. And if you don't have a PC to like use their Game Pass, it is definitely worth it. Like, you get AAA games the day they release, like, basically for free. You know, you just pay that monthly subscription, and it's not even that crazy, and, like, you're getting all of the new games. And I think if they can market that right, give it a couple of years, that's what's winning the market.
And it's crazy, bro, because I grew up playing Xbox. Like, that was like one of my, I wouldn't say it's my first console. The first console I ever had, I guess, was like a Nintendo DS and a GameCube.
Same.
And then the GameCube became the Wii.
Yup.
And then from there, I got an Xbox 360, which
Same.
is still to this day one of the greatest consoles of all time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, Xbox 360 was one of my first two, and I really think about it, I sucked at games on the Xbox 360. Like, Modern Warfare 2, I was ass at, and as I got older, I started thinking, like, I just don't think my brain was developed at all. I think I was running around with 2 shotguns, like, just the worst layouts and just running through the map. Like, it's crazy.
Was MW2 your first COD?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
MW2 or MW3, one of those.
Yeah, MW3 was my first COD. I still remember playing COD for the first time, and I was like, whoa.
The
what is
story
this?
modes used to blow my mind. You know what? Actually, I played MW2 at my neighbor's house. MW3 was the first COD I ever owned.
Yeah.
And that story just blew my mind. I loved it so much.
But yeah, those days on like MW3 on an Xbox 360, legendary.
Legendary. I still remember Minecraft on the Xbox 360. That was legendary.
Yeah, and then came the, you know, the
PS4.
next PS4, Xbox One, and
Yeah.
I got the Xbox One. I had an Xbox One, and then Spider-Man was announced as a
Yeah.
PlayStation exclusive, and that's
Yeah.
where I literally bought a PlayStation 4 just for Spider-Man, and I've been on PlayStation ever since.
Xbox One lost me so hard with like the Kinect and everything. Like, I just went straight to PS4.
That was actually a lot of fun. There was some awesome Kinect games. No, bro, there was this like river.
No one ever.
No, bro, I would play it in my living room. There was this river raft game.
Whoa.
Where,
Okay, I think where you're like on a little river. Okay,
yes.
Okay.
And then you would have to like jump.
Yeah.
To, like you would have to jump over the tree trunks or whatever. Like, because
Okay.
it was like a river raft game, and you would have
Yeah.
to avoid the obstacles in the river raft to like get to the destination.
I feel like maybe I played that on the Wii. Did you ever have like the Wii Fit board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Wii Fit was gas.
Oh my god, dude! All those Wii Sports games, I used to live for that. Like baseball, bowling. Oh my god.
Did you ever get a Wii Sports Resort?
Yes.
Oh.
The plane, bro. Getting
plane.
all of those spots. Oh my god, so hype.
Bro, I would play that mode and I would just like free roam, and I would go to the volcano and just like I would go as high as you can and then
Yeah.
just turn the plane off and
Yeah.
glide and see how you know what I can get on that.
I remember every day hopping on the Wii Fit board, and it would be like, I'm like 13, 12 at the time, and it's like, you're dangerously close to being overweight. And it was like, hey man, I don't need that. Like,
Yo, legitimately, because they marketed the Wii Fit
yeah,
for like weight loss.
yeah.
Did anyone ever have like dramatic weight transformations?
No,
Using that?
Not at all. They would call me overweight, and then I'd hop into Wii Sports Resort and go do the jogging, like, and try to just get ripped.
Yeah, it would call me overweight, and then I would just go sit on my couch and smack tennis, bowling, baseball, but somehow I'm losing calories. Shout out Wii. I still love the Wii. I miss the Wii.
Yeah, we need a Wii day.
Cause now the Wii has just turned into the Switch.
Yeah, it's just not the same.
It's just not the same, bro.
No.
We-
The
yeah.
Wii was beautiful. Like, that was a beautiful looking console too.
It was.
Yeah. Terrible name though, but
Actually, you know what game I played on that?
What?
Web of Shadows.
me too.
Bro.
Dude.
And you would have to literally go like this to like web swing.
The hand controller was insane. I
Like, you would
remember
have to go,
playing
like-
like Legend of Zelda, and I'm going like, like dislocating my shoulder.
Oh my God, there were so many. I played 2K on it too, where you would have to shoot.
Yeah, dude, the Wii was low-key revolutionary. Like, you don't get that anymore.
Bro, bring it back.
Please.
We need a Wii renaissance, man. I
Dude,
want to
oh.
shoot 2K.
Did you ever do a Star Wars game on the Wii?
I did. I think I did Force Unleashed.
Yeah, because it was the same. Dude, Force Unleashed. Do you
Yeah.
remember having to hold your hands up like
Yeah.
while you're stopping the Star Destroyer? Like, the Wii was insane.
I don't even know how they got those mechanics, but like, damn, I'll take that infinitely over any controller.
100%. 100%.
That actually took skill, legitimately.
Yeah, no, for real. It's like the most you're like a drummer at that point. Like, insane.
Next, so now to end today's episode, we have a little segment of this or that with upcoming pop culture movies. First up, Spider-Man Brand New Day or The Batman 2. You can only watch one. Which one are you picking? I think I'm going to go The Batman Part 2.
Okay, I was going to go Spider-Man Brand New Day.
I obviously extremely excited for both movies.
Yes.
But I'm more confident that The Batman Part 2 is just going to be a generational superhero film.
It's fair.
And I think Brand New Day is going to be amazing. But like, again, the possibility of Pattinson meeting a Robin,
I know.
that to me is something I would pay for right now and give my money to that over over Brand New Day. I would want to see that more than whatever's going on in Brand New Day, which is crazy because Brand New Day's been cooking from everything we've been seeing on those set photos.
Yes, and I feel the exact same, but Brand New Day is still taking it home for me. There's something about it where it's like, I love Robert Pattinson as Batman. The Batman is arguably the best live action Batman movie we've ever got. I'm so excited for the potential of seeing a Robin. When I take fantastical over grounded for a superhero movie, I'm going fantastical every time. I'm sorry. It's no hate to it. I love the grounded, get a new perspective on these characters, but Brand New Day is looking like it's going to be one of the most authentic, straight from the comics Spider-Man movies we could ever get, and that's what I have been waiting for, especially with Tom. So I just got to take it.
Interesting.
I know you feel me on that.
I feel you on that, bro. I mean, Punisher, that's my boy. Hulk, that's my boy.
That's my goat.
That movie's gonna be sick. Next, we got Avengers Doomsday or Supergirl.
Come on.
I mean, yo, come on. This is kind of an unfair comparison, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Doomsday.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like the Marvel
100%.
event of our lives.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little unfair, but Supergirl, I'm extremely confident that movie's going to be very, very good.
And Supergirl, the thing with Supergirl is it has nothing but potential. Doomsday, I feel like we kind of know that we're in for a huge Marvel event. It's going to blow our minds, all this stuff. Supergirl has the potential to wow everyone. Jason Momoa as Lobo. We got David Cornsweet coming back as Superman.
Well, we don't know that.
I'm calling it now. David Cornsweet is coming back as Superman. He has to be. It would be stupid for him not to show up in at least one scene. And so don't even listen to him. Listen to me. He's got to be coming back. So the potential for that movie is off the charts. And I think it does have the potential to even do better than Doomsday.
That's great. You don't believe that, bro.
No, I don't.
You do not believe that, bro.
No. But the potential is there. We got a potential Brainiac teaser, Lobo. It's gonna be our first time seeing the space of the DCU. We could be seeing crazy things like Oa. Who knows? It's the potential of it is insane.
I mean, I think the only potential it has over Doomsday is to just be a more centered, focused, and put together story.
That's actually a great point, yeah.
Because Woman of Tomorrow is already an established comic that is amazing, and they have a great foundation to build that movie on. Whereas with Doomsday, it's literally just us relying on the Russo brothers, Kevin Feige, the rest of the team, RDJ, to just make a mess into a great movie. And it's something they've done time and time again in the past, which is why we have confidence in that. However, Supergirl does have the upper hand in that sense, despite Doomsday probably being just the bigger event and the better movie.
Yeah.
But
I think you're right. At the end of the day, we're gonna be getting both. We're gonna be getting a huge team up, like world-breaking, building movie, and then we're gonna get a very character-driven, like narrative-focused movie, and it's gonna be great.
yeah. Next up, we got Secret Wars or Man of Tomorrow. Which movie are you going to see first? I mean, again, similar to the conversation we just had.
Yeah.
Gotta go Secret Wars. It's the
I
Marvel event of our
know.
lives, bro. I'm
It's
sorry.
tough.
It's the Marvel event of our lives. I love Superman. I love DC and everything going on there. We're just getting started with DC.
I know.
Secret Wars. This is the mother of all messes in terms of Marvel, bro.
That's a great way of putting it. Yeah, that is 100% true. It is going to be crazy. And again, like I was saying, the potential for Supergirl, it's doubled, tripled for Man of Tomorrow. Like the fact that we kind of know Brainiac is going to be in it. We kind of know that Superman and Lex Luthor are going to be teaming up. Like, that's a potential all-timer on our hands. We're going into waters we've never swam in before when it comes to a Superman movie right now.
Yeah, I mean, like I just said, I'm more confident in Man of Tomorrow being a more focused, centered, put together story.
Yeah.
Whereas Secret Wars might be a little messy the same way Endgame was. However, you will have probably the greatest experience you've ever had in a theater watching a Marvel film with Secret Wars.
Yeah.
And so for that fact alone, I am going to pick Secret Wars over that. I'm not turning my back on Toby, Andrew, Hugh, RDJ, everyone who's built Marvel on the big screen into what it is.
Yeah.
And so if I had to pick one, it's that.
Yeah, and it's just going to be crazy. Like, I wanted to do this because it's more like this is an insane lineup of movies for the next couple of years. And it's like just seeing it all. Like, these are all basically on the same years. Like, and it's just going to be so nuts seeing these characters all together. It's just going to be so crazy.
Yeah, we are thriving as fans. I mean, there's so much to look forward to. So many good things happening. Like I mentioned, Roofman hits theaters next weekend. And shout out to Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst for hopping on the pod. Guys, we got some insane episodes coming to you this fall. We got some in the chamber already with some special guests. And so you're not ready. Let us know in the comment section down below. Just anything you guys want to see from the pod in the future, any suggestions, any specific topics, any questions you have that you want us to answer. And with that being said, make sure to check out Connor's content. Links will be in the description of this video. Like this video, subscribe, hit that bell notification on the channel to get notified for future episodes. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching this one. We'll see you guys next Friday. We love you. Have a great day. Peace.